Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope well. Seems like every time I post a video of me cooking breakfast and or specifically eggs, I always get a lot of comments about the flip. So I thought I'd give you, I'm going to make dinner, but I thought I'd show you a few tips and tricks for cooking eggs and flipping them. So, let's get to it. I also had nothing else to upload this weekend because I worked a lot and I just didn't manage to get out. Alrighty, so what I'm doing is I'm cooking some bacon. This is a pound of pepper bacon for my breakfast in the mornings. And I actually do this at least once a week. So when it comes to flipping eggs now, I'm going to cook some eggs too, but I thought I'd show you a little tip. Take a heel of bread and just throw it in your pan. And what you can do is you can practice. Now this might be a little thick for this, so let me cut this down. Let's see how thick that is. Let me cut this down. So what I did is I used my bread knife to just cut it down. And what you can do, one thing you can do is, it's just practice flipping the wrist. It's all on the wrist, just flip it. But you also want to use the edge of your pan to kind of lift the food and then get your pan underneath it. It's actually a little awkward to do this with a piece of bread. It's actually easier with eggs, but this way you're not making a mess, other than a few crumbs. But just flip the wrist, and while you're cooking some bacon, or whatever you're making, if you're already standing at the stove, you can just take a pan, just sit there over the counter, and just practice, just flip it. Like that. You're kind of just getting the fundamentals down, kind of bring it towards the front, back of the pan and just toss it over. Like that. I watched this guy on, actually I'm subscribed to Uncle Roger's channel, and he was doing a review of a guy making omelet rice. And this guy was like, he was way better at flipping eggs than I was. He was flipping them on the side, flipping them forward. I think he was actually flipping them on the reverse. Very impressive. I was watching foodwishes.com. Chef John did a video how to flip like a chef. And he used cheese puffs. I forgot to buy cheese puffs but I think we do the same thing with just dry macaroni. Just practice the motion. If you miss a few, you can just sweep up afterwards. Just, scoot it towards the front and just flip it back. Just like I'm going to do to the bacon here, and scoot to the back and then flip. I'm only using this spoon just to kind of spread it out. But, while I'm doing my kitchen prep, yeah, I just lost one. I just lost a couple, but that's alright, I can just sweep. I'm not making a massive mess. Alright, so I'll finish off the bacon here real quick. I just have a metal bowl to catch the grease, a pair of tongs to lift the strainer out of the bottom, and then I have it just propped up against this plastic pan here. And the bacon's to my liking. If you like it extra crispy, cook it longer. If you like it soft and runny, then cook it less. And all I do is I just pour it in the strainer. And try to get rid of all the grease. Okay, so I have 2 full jars of bacon grease. So I don't know what to do with it all, to be totally honest with you. I just have this paper towel lined container here. I'll just pour the bacon into and let it sit. Actually, we'll refrigerate it. One little piece. And then, sorry to have to admit this, but because I have so much bacon grease, I end up just pouring it into an old empty can, and I end up throwing it away. If you have suggestions for bacon grease, let me know. So like I said, I got 2 full jars and no plans. So I got 3 strips of bacon. Just crisp them, getting them nice and crisp. Cook them to your desired doneness. Soft, extra crispy. So bacon is done to my liking. Pan is, the grease is drained off, which is why I got these 2 pans sitting here. These are for pouring bacon in. Like I said, I have enough bacon. I don't know what to do with it all. And then I'm gonna put a little butter in the pan. I use unsalted. I was asked why I use unsalted, and it's because I already have enough salt from the bacon I eat daily, but also salt can throw off your recipes a little bit because you have salt in the butter, and then you have salt in the sourdough bread. I'm gonna make fry bread, which I learned about watching Beast Meets Food. Seems like a real good guy. I'll link his channel below. Not that he needs help from a small fry like me, but he's a competitive eater, and he does food challenges. So if you're interested in that, he just seems like a really cool guy, kind of guy too. So butter is melted in the pan. We're gonna drop in dos huevos. Oh, and I broke one. Damn it. Should have grabbed 2 new ones. I actually wanted to have them over easy, but oh well. Oh, by the way, keep an eye on watch your butter like a hawk, so it doesn't, get too dark and burn. And then, of course, like everything, I pepper the hell out of my eggs. This is sort of my version of eggs on toast. So, make sure your bread doesn't burn. So, flip it over. Move it around inside that butter so it picks up all that delicious butter. It's a great way to use up stale bread. Also, when you're down to like the last 3-4 pieces of bread, I can either make French toast or I can make fry bread. So I'm kind of partial to the fry bread. And eggs are finally starting to do something. They're way too soon to flip them, but bread's getting close. I can go ahead and just turn the heat down and let it do its thing. Keeps it hot. I'm going to be pulling it here in a minute. That's just I'm going to put cheese on mine. Alright. So, the flip. Let's get you back. So just like when you're flipping the, same way you flip the piece of bread, it's all on the wrist. Oops. That was actually a pretty crappy flip, so it can happen. So, darn it. Alright, let me get my bread out. So it's nice and golden brown, not too dark on top. Okay, I'm really disappointed that in that flip. I've done better. Damn it. Kill the heat because I don't need it anymore. Eggs are basically cooked. I'm going to put some cheese right on top of the eggs because all that heat is going to melt that cheese like really quick. Now that we're at this stage, so here's the bread, and I got 3 pieces of bacon on top. And you could use sausage and ham, whatever you want. Now just put the eggs right on top, and there we go. My version of eggs and toast. So here's the final product. This is actually going to be dinner tonight. Just an easy, simple meal. I probably could have cheesed it sooner, because then the cheese will be a little bit more melted, but I could put it under the broiler if I really cared that much, but I'm not really going to sweat it. Of course, no meal is complete without Texas Pete. I could also put avocado on here, or you could put tomato slices on here. Man, the sky's the limit. And I'll just eat this like an open-faced sandwich. So just, and because I have one more piece of bread left over, and I had to go knock that off, didn't I? Because I have one more piece of bread over, still left over, and it's gonna be breakfast tomorrow morning as well. Oh yeah. Cheers. If I didn't mention it, the bread is sourdough, my favorite. It grills up really nice. Wow. Yeah, so that's quite delicious, and like I said, you know, something I've made before. I don't think I've ever put it on video, but you know, a piece of bread, 2 eggs, 3 bacon, or whatever meat you want to use. Phenomenal and easy. Anyway, I do want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just ask away in the comment section. You know, yeah. So have a great weekend. I should be posting this on Saturday. Enjoy it, and catch you in the next one. All right, peace.